Hello. I think I planted this in the spring, this rhubarb, and it's been ready to pick because the leaves are flopping all over the place. And it looks like it'd be great to put in my crumbles. And last week I went and foraged for some blackberries, so I didn't video it, I just picked them because I got stung all over the place. And washed them several times, rinsed them, put them in the freezer. So these might go with those, rhubarb and blackberry, maybe. Or some of my plums that I've still got in the freezer. It's definitely crumble season. Let me know if you've been growing any veg, because I haven't grown much this year, just this. Yeah, that was it really. And the few green beans that I had. So I bet you've all got big vegetable patches. Let me know if you have. Nice to hear. There's not many weeds are in here after a few weeks. My lavender was virtually strangled. And I can see loads of little green dots coming up out the soil, and I'm thinking they've got to be weed. Can't imagine they're seeds from the birds. So yeah, you've always got to keep on top of these things, haven't you? So just another job to add to the list. That's a big one. So, from the garden, here's my rhubarb. They're only tiny little thin strands, but I'm going to chop them up, stew them off in a tiny bit of water, and I'm going to zest in a lemon, because any recipe I've looked at for stewing rhubarb, you meant to put an orange in just to get a bit of flavour going, but I haven't got an orange, so I'm just going to use a lemon and improvise I will. So I'm just going to chop this, stew it off, and then whack it in the freezer ready for when I do a crumble. I won't be doing a crumble today. So yeah, just relax and see what we come up with. I added a teaspoon and a bit of sugar, and because I've only got a small amount of rhubarb, and it's now mushed down, which is about the right consistency, and it can cool off and be put in the freezer. And here are my stashes of berries from the other week. 2 weeks ago I walked along the canal, and this is what I got. So all my stinger stings were worth it. In my coffee table book recommendations a few months ago, I mentioned prettycitylondon, and I think I went through the fact that this beautiful book by Siobhan Ferguson shows you various parts of London and lovely maps. So this, for example, is Chelsea, and then she shows you all these nice little shops, and then a lovely map next to it. It sort of breaks down sort of the roads. It says here Fulham Road, Cabbages and Roses, a place called. And there's just so many lovely little pictures alongside each section. Charlotte Street Hotel and the lovely paint colours of the shops. I love the book, and I bought my sister the prettycitydublin. And not long ago I bought prettycityparis, and I forgot to mention it when I was talking about my Brock and Coat haul video. I'll link it at the end, because the Brock and Coat haul video was sort of like French themed, wasn't it? I was wearing stripes, and then I showed you some pictures of Chamonix, and this book is a lovely book as well, so I thought I'd mention it because again, Siobhan Ferguson has captured a sort of feeling about the place. And where did I see it? I saw it. This is various neighbourhoods. La Place Dauphine. Dauphine for us. And the buildings are gorgeous. And again, she puts a selection of maps next to it. So these are the Paris arrondissement. And she puts all the little cafes, and the Eiffel Tower is here, and Trocadero. And it sort of puts it into perspective, you know, of where you're actually heading if you're sort of visiting. I think I've been to Paris once. I took some girls who were staying with me, 2 American girls. And they just went, Josie, we're going to Paris, as if it was, 5 minutes around the corner. And I said, you can't go on your own, you're only 18. They went, oh, we'll be fine. Anyway, I said, you're not going on your own. I'd feel really responsible for you. So off I went on the Eurostar, and we had a really good time. I don't know whether I mentioned it last time, but I had lovely French chicken in this restaurant. It tasted the best chicken I've ever had. And they went to McDonald's. Can you believe it? They went to McDonald's. I couldn't believe it. So that's a sort of a flavour of the book. And what does that one say? Saint-Germain-des-Prés, 6th arrondissement, a quintessential Parisian neighbourhood with an artistic and literary past, prestigious eateries, elegant emporiums, and one of Paris's most beautiful jardins define the district today. So beautiful gardens. I don't know why I'm putting on a French accent. What am I like? I should have been in drama. I don't know. Café de Flore. I just love all the little pictures. They're so neat and enticing. And I do like a picture of a croissant. I mean, anything with a croissant and a coffee just draws me in. What do you think? Have you been to Paris? Always looks like it's raining every time I look at it, but that's just maybe my negative thinking. But I'd like to go to the chocolateries where they make proper chocolates. How lovely. Some of those shops look absolutely delicious. I've just seen a page of chocolate. Hang on, I'll just show you. Look at those chocks. Are they Florentines or something similar? My goodness. How wonderful. Anyway, there's my musings for prettycityparis, discovering Paris's beautiful places. And I'll put the link below if you're interested in one. A nice present for somebody. And the nice binded edge is in green and pink. And the London one is pink and white with a bit of grey font. So this is autumn in the park. Where are we? September the something or other. The 15th, 16th? Well, somewhere in the middle. And you get a different feel, don't you, in the different lights. This is an area I don't normally stand because I normally see rats come out of the water. But there is a little moorhen moving about. I'm just going to turn the camera around. These little stick-like legs. I think it's a moorhen, maybe it's something else. Let me have a look at the board. Remind myself what they are. Yeah, I don't know, moorhens are normally black, aren't they? That's a moorhen. It says there are mallards, coots and herons. Ooh, what's going on here? The action has stopped. Maybe they're baby mallards that I was talking about. Oh, they might be. They're near the mallard mum. Mallard dad, I should say.
He's brave like you.
And now I'm just off to a store in the UK, which is a discounted type discount store. Well, it's certainly got bargains in, that's why it's called Home Bargains. And I'm looking for something autumnal for the front door, maybe a wreath of some sort, nothing too plasticky looking, but I just want to make the outside look a bit more bright and autumnal in terms of colour. I have an orangey red door anyway, so nothing that clashes. So I'm going to have a look and see what bits and bobs they've got, and I'll show you if I can take my camera in. See you in a minute. These are good, aren't they, these pumpkins? What size of them? There's lots of Halloween stuff as well as pumpkins. Goodness me, look at this lot. This wasn't intended to be a Halloween shop up. There's so much stuff here, I can't get over it. It's fabulous. If you were trying to do out or decorate for a party, and the food has fiendish fancies and terrifying toffee whirls. Fabulous. So windswept, I've just got back from Home Bargains. I thoroughly enjoyed looking at all the Halloween spooky aisles. There was so much to be had. I just can't get over it. When I was little, there was nothing. And I remember weeks working in my bedroom on a black witch's hat and painting it with poster paints and trying to do it with old cereal boxes. So now it's all done for you, isn't it? But lovely for children. But anyway, I hope you have a great week. Next week I've got already lined up for you, which is Hanbury Hall. I've already been to Hanbury Hall in the past. One of my first amateur videos was me going around the house. But next week is me going around the gardens in autumn, and it's spectacular because the weather was glorious when I took the footage on Saturday. So that's to look out for next week. I hope you join me, and I'll speak to you soon. Have a great week. Bye for now.
We've been driving around, singing songs way too loud because we wanna